Oh, yes. And I recall my uncle Clarence, he lived in San Pedro, California. And I remember one Easter he came home not too long after this situation. Might have been right after that when I was telling you I first started going to the mill, my dad's logging truck. He came home one Easter. He came to Texarkana one Easter, and he told me, "Yeah, if I were, if I had a chance to do it all, somehow he put it, I would be a longshoreman." And I was like, "Longshoreman?" You know, I'm a kid. I'm 14, 15, 16, right? I have so much respect for relatives, especially my older aunts and uncles. I thought they were so cool, the title and the reverence and the wisdom they had. I dare not ask them what it meant. And there was no internet. At least I didn't know there was an internet in 1986. I guess I could have looked in the dictionary. But what does a kid know? We just look in the dictionary when we're writing a thesis or essay. Um, and now that resonates in my mind, longshoreman. So recently I'm looking at the salaries that longshoremen pay. Oh man. Sometimes listening is not enough, people. Due diligence. I'm not trying to look back on what I didn't do. But yeah, that was thanks Uncle Doc. Shout out to you. That was what that was. I have a cousin that's actually in that industry at the moment, and it took him a minute to get on, but yeah, the benefits alone are phenomenal. And by that I mean the situations that you can put yourself in and allow yourself not to be in, they're great. Pay is one thing, but just freedom within a job is lovely. That's all I ever wanted. That's all I ever wanted was fairness. I don't mind working. But if I have to work and compete, that's a little bit too much for me because I'm not really a competitor at work. I think everybody should get along. Everyone should share, ideas and not withhold. I don't know. That's just how I am. Haven't seen my dad own the business for so long. That's what he always wanted, and that's what he tried to convey. I'm a big believer in that. I'm a big believer in that. There's just too much opportunity out here for everyone. No one's going to take your business. No one's going to take away your customers. Your customers may decide to give someone else a try, but in the end, if you're right, you'll prevail. So there's no need to gum anybody out or elbow room. It's not. It's just too many people being born every day. There's too much money being printed every day, and there's too many other situations and ways to create an economy that are being invented every day to even have that type of mindset. And I've encountered that for more times than I care to remember, and I don't love it any whatsoever. So yeah, that's the second time I got introduced to logistics. I just kind of figured out what it was maybe about 5 or 10 years ago. And I just think it's a great deal. Oh yeah, this is what I was getting at. So after getting my CDLA permit, I went forward and I got a TWIC card because I heard all of this about the TWIC card or the TWIC, because the C in TWIC is card, and it stands for Transportation Workers Identification Card. And what it is, I'm going to explain everything to the best of my ability. You call it what you want, or you can correct it. But the way I see it as, it's a passport to inland ports, or passport to any port in America. You have to have a passport to go to a foreign country. Well, this is a pass to get you into a port. So it's a port pass. It says that you are not, or you are, and you are not this, but you are this. and it identifies you as non-threatening, not having any malintent. You're not, yeah, you're safe to come in, and you are verified to work in sensitive, security sensitive areas, so to speak. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. So, ooh, that makes for a good one. I'm going to brief you. Now, when I went to get this, I used a credit card that didn't have my name on it. I didn't think anything about it. I went through the process, went to a certain printer shop. I don't like to say names. Went in. No problem with the guy that's doing but the manager, for some reason, every time I came around here, there he was, popping out like Pop Goes the Weasel. It was sad. It was really sad, and it was odd. You know, I encounter situations like this all the time. I don't know what attracts that. I don't know. It's just strange. I don't know if he was starting, you know, he thought maybe, oh yeah, he's about to make money. Let me see if I can cut that off. I don't know what his thoughts were. I'm gonna have to edit that because I can't assume. That's just too much energy. But he gave me a hassle at every turn. He even gave the young lady who was trying to check me out a hassle. He just jumped from way over. He came out of nowhere, y'all. He was like, yes, you have to check it. You know, he was just on it. I'm like, does this guy know me? Did I? What? You know? Yeah, it was strange. But I had to, for some reason that day, I don't know. I was just like, I was hearing it, but I wasn't hearing it. Because I got my mind on getting my business done, getting my paperwork together. I want to get this paperwork file so I can put all of this information that I have just received in a packet, and I want to always have that together. So if I have to do anything else like that again, I'll know where all of my credentials are. You know, I don't want any of my stuff separated anymore. I want my birth certificate, my social security card, I want it all in one pack. Passport, all that. So yeah, I ended up having to go to the ATM. He wouldn't let me use the card, which I have no problem with. But he's going through the thing. He's telling me, yeah. Well, you know, I have to do this because of fraud. I'm like, yeah. You know, in the end, I'm not mad. It's just the design in this process that's strange to me. You know, he's put off this for me. You know, and I get it. You know, I know what debit card fraud is. Come on, everybody's had that happen or whatever. Yeah, so I go and get the cash. I come back and he's right there again. You know, it's like, now you can't. What are you gonna say now? You know, I'm thinking, and I'm like, now I'm fine. Now I'm kind of not getting an attitude, but I'm feeling relieved. But I'm tired of looking at him now because I know I'm legit. You know why? You know, yeah. Anyway, cash or not, whatever it is, fraud. It's not fraudulent cash. You can check these 20s all day because I just got them out of the ATM. So anyway, that's how that went. So I think the long story short, I ramble. That's why I wanted to get all of this out of the way, because I have to be more direct. In conclusion, my older me, that would have took me off. Not because I might have got pissed off, because things like that, they really hurt my feelings because I never try to be fraudulent. I always I do more things right than most people try, and it backfires. So, but yeah, that one day it worked to my advantage. I was the day before the computer wasn't working when I tried to go get it. So yeah, I'm glad that, look, I guess what I was trying to say is thanks to my uncle Clarence, who told me about that years ago. You know, I'm just now reacting to it, but I'm still young enough to work. So yep. Thanks to Uncle Clarence. And now I know what it is. So, oh yeah, my brother also, he was actually my third introduction to logistics because he started a brokerage about 1.5 years ago. And he put me on game with the apps, that one, and Teams on Microsoft. So yeah, that was crutch. That was crutch. So since then, I've been invited to come in with someone else, and I don't know. But I did tell them I appreciated it. We had a conference about 8 or 9 months ago, and we both had to go in different directions because of the economy. And but we wound back up, linking up on through communication. And I never said I wouldn't, but I was actually, after the 8 months, I just started realizing I was like, I don't have to be big. I can probably do enough business just to support myself. I know what I need to make per week to be legit and not be so stressed out that I don't want to do anything else. And I came up with that formula. And it's strange how when you finally come up with a way to be autonomous, now granted, I didn't do all my leg work like I have an EIN. I didn't know if I wanted to do an LLC or a trust. You know, also I didn't know what I wanted to have any. I really didn't want to tell anyone I was doing anything. I just wanted to loaf around and look as if I was doing nothing, because it usually, when, like I'm doing now, I over explain. I don't know what that does, but I believe I've been told or I read that when you over explain, it confuses people. And it makes you less mysterious. And when you're less mysterious, it seems people know too much about you, and now you're boring. You're unattractive when you're less mysterious. I get that. Yeah, so, but yeah, I won't go into any other. Yeah, so that was my third introduction to, and then I think my fourth introduction to logistics and the transportation industry is when when my brother and I couldn't see eye to eye, I just started studying a little bit myself, and I wanted to see how I could use my method of training and my method of thinking and my history as being autonomous and put something together in that. And it took me a lot of time. And I'm telling you, I must have drank a lot of Alka-Seltzer because my head was banging every day. But it just, I stopped thinking about it. And I think I went for a walk one day and I just threw it up in the air. And I was like, whatever. And by the time I got home, it was there. Yeah, so I'm just rambling, y'all. I'm just talking. I'm really venting because I've been sick for, I don't know. I thought it was 2 days the other day, and it ended up being like 6. Yeah, so I'm just venting because it feels good to be on air and unscripted for the time being and healthy. Healthy as I can be at this moment. All right, well, I know I need better lighting here. What happened? Oh, the sun moved. So, all right, y'all, that's it. Hey, y'all notice I closed my closet door? All right, y'all, that's it for today. I'm wrapping it up. Y'all check out the rest of my videos coming soon. Hopefully, the panel will be over here and here. And that's it, y'all. Have a good Monday.